I'm Clint, and thank you very much for joining me. We're going to be taking a look at a piece called Valar Ulmo from Jerb, aka Shadowed Soul, and in it we're going to be focusing on how to better convey a sense of scale. So let's jump into Photoshop and see what we have. Here we are in Photoshop CC. Now this is the image as the artist currently has it finished. He is open and wants to improve the scene and continue working on it, but he is getting a bit blocked on what to do, is unsure where to take it, where some of the issues might be, and how to improve it. What I would like to do in this video is address some of those things. This scene is depicting the Valar Ulmo from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Silmarillion. And the Valar is a sort of angelic celestial being, one of 14 of them that comes down to bring order and creation to the world. I know that he can take on whatever size or shape that he wants, so I assume in this scene he is the size of a skyscraper watching this ship get wrecked on some rocks. My knowledge of the Silmarillion basically ends there, so I'm going to just start judging it on the artwork now. One of the first things I look at and I feel a sense of problem with is that of the scale, because there's not a lot of cues telling me what's big and what's little here. Now I assume that this ship is normal size. However, you could tell me that this guy is normal sized and this is a toy ship. And the fact is, I can't really argue against that. How can we better tell the viewer that this guy is supposed to be the size of a skyscraper and this is a normal sized ship? If we paint out the boat, this looks like a normal guy standing in the waves during a storm. The issue with rocks and waves is that they're not very good indicators of size. Waves basically keep the same shape from the small waves to the large waves, so they don't really help you too much. And the same thing with rocks. Rocks can form basically the same shape and pattern whether they're fairly small or very large. So neither one of those helps us very much in determining size. Likewise, if we paint out the Valar and leave the boat, this could be a normal sized boat. This also could be a toy boat. Again, not a lot of indicators. Now, the other issue we want to address is just the fact that there's not a lot of the sense of really being in the scene and getting the intensity of what's happening here. Because the viewpoint has a very third-person view. That is, we're quite removed from the scene. We're not down in the action of the waves. We're more like the Valar. We're just kind of standing off from the side of this, observing what's going on. And it's not a mistake as it is a missed opportunity. I want to feel the height of this character. I want to feel the ship wrecking on the rocks. But maybe I don't want to repaint this scene. So in a second, I'm going to flip on what I think would be a direction, the way that I would take the image, how I would address these issues. But keep in mind, I did this with a mindset that I want to repaint as little as possible of this scene. If you wanted to take this scene, reuse as many of the elements as you could, and address all the right issues, how could you do that? My answer would be this.